why did you have this need to express this idea through comedy?
Okay, I think I love comedy movie, and I love comedy in as a director. Comedy is about tempo, about music, about its. You have to be very precise to have the comedy rhythm to do the loud to the audience. And also I love musical movie, and my first idea was to mix comedy and music and have a musical comedy, but not with dance and sing, not a musical, but a comedy with music. And it was the first idea for Fortissimo. And I'm a big fan of classical music, like piano. So in
Yeah.
Fortissimo, there's a lot of classical music in piano. And in the cinema I try to do, I have direct 3 short films, and all the short films have the same thematics, the same theme that I love as a director. Is about the duel between two characters, and about obsession. The obsession for something, the obsession to be the best, the obsession for success. And it was a mix of very a lot of things that I love in cinema and that I try to do as a director. And Fortissimo is made with that, and it was very it was a very hard movie to make.
Really?
Difficulty during the shooting because there was a child, there was music, there were a lot of people. There is some action, there is slaps, there is stunts. It was
Uh,
very big shooting for me and all the crew of the film, but it was a lot of fun, and I hope the audience and you have you like the fun and the film as much as I like to imagine it and write it for the audience.
yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, it's a very nice movie because as you said, did you write the film, by the way?
Yes,
Okay, so when you wrote this film, you created these characters who are very as you say, they're obsessed with what they do, and but they also have well, at least the priest has some kind of ego problem,
yes,
because he's supposed now to compete with a small girl, and
yes,
yet he felt jealous. He felt he needed to do. And it's interesting when you have these kind of characters because they already set the stage for a comedy when you have opposing comics who try to impose their point of view and their
yes,
or whatever they want to impose. Then it always end up in situations that are escalating, getting worse and worse
yes,
for at least the priest. It was getting worse and worse, and up to the point where we really start laughing when we see him suffer the way he was
yes,
suffering with this small kid. So this is a very nice idea that you have used, and I did see it sometimes in feature films. I don't know if you for example, it's not a comedy, but it has very comic situation. Piano competition while they're crossing the Atlantic. It's a movie that tells the story of this pianist who doesn't leave his boat, always playing in a in those boats that used to do the cross from before the planes cross from Europe to the United States.
Okay, I don't know this one. What's the title of the movie?
It's not the pianist, but it's oh God, I'll send you
Okay.
the link. But is this your first short, or have you done other shorts?
No, it's my
Your third short. Wow.
third short. Yes.
Are they all comedy, or did you just?
Um, I've directed a musical comedy with very dense and all the archetype of musical comedy, like Jacques Demy, La La Land,
Yeah, yeah,
and the other is a comedy, but a fantastic comedy with a little bit of horror and fantastic comedy. Yes.
yeah. Where you mix in the fantastic world with comedy, with
Yes.
things happening yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's also an interesting genre too, and it's also a short. It's
Yes. Yes.
okay, okay, and that and you're a director, but you write your own scripts, don't you?
Yes.
You
But
you
I in the future, I would like to only be a director. And I try to meet and find co-writer or writers who are interested in my directing style. And but it's very hard when you're young and in France to find someone who's ready to give you the script and not direct the script. Only be the writer.
yeah, yeah.
In
When
France, we are very director writer as the same person most of the times.
yeah, yeah.
It's not like in the United States or maybe
Exactly.
in,
Morocco, same thing. Yeah.
same
We
things. Okay,
more used to what the French system.
yeah,
People like to write their own thing, and they're very reluctant to give it uh,
right, yes,
away to a director.
yes.
Uh,
I understand. I understand
but
this
but
feeling.
it needs to change. It is changing
Yes,
because writing is so demanding already.
yes, of course.
I mean, be able to write a good feature film, it takes a lot of effort.
Yes,
And obviously, directing is also tremendously demanding, also. So, doing them both and doing them well, both, it's
very
a
difficult.
challenge. I mean, you need to be somebody who's really has incredible talent and capacity, and which to for most people it's not the case.
Yes, of course.
So these author filmmaker films uh, sometimes they're a bit incomplete because we feel they could have done better writing it a little better, they could have done a little better just focusing on the
Yes,
so I think you're right to try to make a choice that can help your directing, because you are interested in directing, I suppose. And as a matter of fact, just like you said, when we see your style, in the short film, you
yes,
use music, you're using this tempo and the cuts, the editing, so that we have this we can understand it's a fight. It's not
yes.
two people playing piano. We are really in a fight.
At the end, yes,
Yeah. It again. It reminds me of a film in the 80s, I think, where these two violin. There were two playing violin
yes,
in a well, one was maestro and the other had the violin. But the guy who had the violin, the first violin, was very upset at the maestro. So he would like play and get near so that he could hit him with the while playing.
okay,
because they were very upset at each other. I think he stole his wife or something like that, and and they were, and at the end it ended up as a fight in front of everyone. So, but the music played also a tremendous role because it was symphonic. You know, it was a symphony playing, and at the same time, this fight's going on between the you know. So he would still play the what he has to play, but he would get nearer so that he could hit him with his. Dudley Moore. I don't know if you know this actor. I'll send you the link also to that movie.
American actor?
Yeah, American.
Okay.
80s movie.
Okay.
The guy who made a film called Arthur. Arthur. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember Arthur.
Okay, I already heard
80s
this
movie,
name.
and so he made this film right after it. Yeah, and it's
Okay.
yeah. But tell me, so what are your plans now? You've made 3 short films. Are you gonna make a 4th one, or what are your?
I would like to, with Fortissimo, maybe to create a feature film with Fortissimo, with the same characters, but to tell more about this little girl, where she's from, why she's so talented at piano, why this priest is so jealous and has this ego of music, why the church is in a bad in a bad way, and all these questions I would like to develop with a co-writer in a feature film maybe,
Yeah.
because the shorts have a very great success in festivals right now, like yours or other in Europe and internationally and in France. So I have some maybe some opportunities with production to create the feature, but I'm going to really think about if there are the can we do a feature film with this story? I have to think about.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think you have already the characters, and
yes,
they're well built. You have already this situation that is where this girl lands from somewhere.
nowhere.
That
Yes,
we are curious to know where she came from, and but she upsets totally the you know the day-to-day life of the church,
yes,
and so which is, you know, it's like getting into the story of the feature, and now you need to bind them because they somehow still be funny, they need to stay opposite. You know, they
yes,
need to really stay opposite, yet they need to at the same time be by they're opposite, but they need to have some kind of common thing that they need to
yes,
do. You know, they need to be bind together by something.
yes,
Well,
yes,
the you know the social security ask the church to keep the girl with them, or they decide to do something for her, and therefore they need to be stuck together while being opposed, and so that they can maybe change each other. Because this is basically what
yes.
the feature film is going how watching
It's a,
how the characters will transform. Yeah, but I think you have a good idea to launch your creativity, and
yes,
obviously if you have with you a writer that can also bring his own
of course, yes.
it can be very good also, you know. It has you just need to work on it.
Yes, it's a project for the months. We're gonna try to have a
Yeah,
little synopsis of the maybe the cartoon. uh, like Tom and Jerry, or an animation cartoon with a competition between
Yeah,
two characters. And
exactly,
I
exactly.
love this style of movie, you know, like the director Sam Raimi does a lot in his movie. It's really cartoon, it's really comedy, it's really slapstick.
Uh,
You know, you have the slapstick.
yeah, yeah. Static, yeah, because of yeah, it's very good to be in the slapstick mode. But for the future, I don't know if you will be able to keep the slapstick, because the future you need to go a little deeper in the the inner conflict of the
Yes,
characters. And once you go into inner conflict, then it doesn't marry too well with slapstick. Uh,
yes,
but there are other things, that that you can use. But I mean, yeah, you could do a lot of very good things. And I'm telling you this because I'm hoping that you'll be making this feature film and sending it also to our festival, because
yes, of course.
I'm sure it will be funny. Just like we had 2 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, we had a short called Pile Poil, and
Ah,
it
I
it
know,
it
I
done
know this one.
exactly. It has done pretty well. Pretty,
Yes.
he got an award. It was the first time they got an award was in our festival,
Okay.
and this year they sent a feature film.
Yes,
Uh,
Maria
well,
Rêve.
exactly, and it's also a nice story with with that actor who's really good. The actor is
Yes,
very good, and so I hope for you the same success.
yes, I hope so.
Yeah, well, one has to stick to it and work, and then you have already a very good style, that you just need maybe to keep working on. Your directing style is already
Yes,
very comedy oriented, very nicely oriented. So you.
yes, and it's very important to me to entertain, to have the entertainment style with the audience, to
Yeah.
very have fun and with the movie.
And
So
music. I mean, music is
yes, and
is
the
a
musical.
big part of comedy. I mean,
Yes,
comedy with no music, I don't know if it exists. But you are totally right to invest in music, and in putting in music in well, la mise en scène de la musique, putting music in
yes,
that it becomes part of the story and the drama, or the comedy, or whatever.
I love
Yeah.
this style of movie.
Which school did you go to? Did you go to cinema school, or
Yes, I've made a cinema school in Nantes, three years, and it's a private cinema school. Like there is a lot of in France.
okay?
It's called Ciné Creatis, and in 3 years you learn all the aspect of the production, the post production, and the directing and writing in cinema.
Okay, okay. Cine Creatis. Well, that's
Ciné Creatis,
I,
yes.
I haven't heard of them, but then yeah.
It's a young company of cinema school, but they're growing up very quickly, and they have a school now in Montpellier, in
Okay,
Lyon, maybe
okay,
in Paris in few years. So
okay. They're going to go and compete with the old schools,
yes,
Paris.
yes, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I mean, that's good. Well, great having you. Great. I think we can wrap up our little conversation here. It's been a pleasure receiving you,
Me too.
and we wish you the best luck to your film in our festival, and best luck to you in your cinema career, and hopefully you'll be able to think of us soon with a new comedy that you may be directing soon. Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and take care of yourself. Thank you
You,
so much.
Shakir. You too.
Yeah.